Hi, I'm Darci Sellers with Century 21 Kelowna, BC. I get teased a little bit about the fact that I'm a true Kelownian. I was raised here, not born here, but I've been here my entire life. I started in real estate about 20 years ago, and now I've been with Century 21 about 4 years. I think one of the questions that realtors get asked the most is why we got into real estate in the first place. And for me, it's always been about the people, but one of the things that I've learned the most is the diversity. The diversity is fantastic. The people that we work with, every day it's different. I specialize in residential, luxury homes. When I worked for the developers selling real estate 20 years ago, I designed the show homes as well, which was always a lot of fun. So that's a part of my work that I bring to the table is staging the homes. You know, it's really funny when somebody asks me a question like that, like why would someone work with me? I think it's a question almost you want to ask those people. What I've been told in the past is people felt like they were the only person I was working with. And oftentimes they forgot that I was working with other clients, which was really nice to hear. But I think it's extremely important that people feel like they're my top and most priority, and they are. I think one of the most important things when dealing with clients is I respect the fact that the house that they might be selling or the house that they might be looking at buying, it's not just drywall and wood, it's a part of their story. And I really, really respect that. Community involvement. I get asked about that one too. From the time I was a very young person, I remember that I always wanted to help out my community and the people in it. I started being a big sister when I got my first real job. So I was just in my mid-20s at that time. And I'm still in touch with that young woman, so that's fun. In the last probably 4 or 5 years, I worked as a co-chair with a local politician when she ran for the local MP. Those types of community involvement things, the politics, it was really fun for me to be directly involved with what was happening behind the scenes. And I find even now, it's a huge asset when I'm working with buyers because I know what's happening in their community. I know what's happening on their street. I look at myself as an Okanagan ambassador, a City of Kelowna ambassador. I want all of us to be ambassadors for this beautiful city. Some people like, well, what do you do outside of work? Well, I did a whole bunch of face painting for 10 years before COVID. I still do it for charity events, so that's a lot of fun. And I also volunteer at a seniors home. So some of you might know me, seeing me around Okanagan Chateau. So that's a lot of fun for me as well. I think I'm kind of an old soul that way. But you know what? The relationships are the most important. But I'm also very results oriented for my people. I'm an award-winning realtor, have been for 7 years that I've been wearing this particular hat. And bringing those skills to the table for people is also what I do. So when I first meet people, if I'm being interviewed, say, for listing or to work with a new client, I think one of the funniest things that people laugh about is I have this whole presentation. But oftentimes when I go in, like, oh, realtors have a presentation. But I honestly am comfortable talking about myself that way. Because this is all about you. It's all about you. It's all about you guys and what you want. So what I tend to say about my presentation packet is I'll say, okay, so this is the Darci propaganda. Okay, there's some good stuff in there, but here you go. Just take it and just look it over if you want to, because I want to really talk to you about what you want. Me sitting here and talking about myself isn't going to do the job. So it's really important that you just tell me what you want, more of the good, less of the bad, and I will exceed your expectations.